Hello, everybody, and welcome into tonight's broadcast. I'm Samuel Reese coming to you live for Game 2 of the National League Division Series. The two best teams in the Major League Baseball 2021 regular season squaring off in the divisional series. The Giants hosting the Dodgers. It's a nice night at Oracle Park, 63 degrees in San Fran. The wind heading west at 20 miles an hour, just past a 6 p.m. local time first pitch. Well, let's go over the Dodgers batting order. Mookie Betts leading off. Then it's Corey Seeger, Trey Turner, Justin Turner, Will Smith, Chris Taylor, Cody Bellinger, A.J. Pollock, and then Julio Arias in the cleanup spot. He'll be the pitcher tonight for the Dodgers. 4 hits this postseason in 2 games for Mookie Betts. The rest of the team combined with just 8. Interesting stat there. Betts leading off for the Dodgers for a reason. On the mound tonight for San Francisco, Kevin Gausman. The before and after All-Star break comparison is quite eye-opening, as he has been a bit sluggish after the All-Star break and the 15 games after the break. Before that, he was pretty much lights out, but we'll see if Gausman can work with a clean slate here to start his postseason campaign. The Dodgers and Giants, both from the NL West, and as mentioned, both with the 2 best records in Major League Baseball. The Dodgers, to get to this NLDS, had to beat the Cardinals in a very exciting wild card game against the St. Louis Cardinals, and now here they are. The San Francisco Giants had 107 wins in the regular season. The Los Angeles Dodgers 106, and the Giants took game 1 behind an incredible performance from Webb as the starter for San Francisco. First pitch to Betts in there for strike 1. Great crowd on hand, and if the Giants can take care of business here in Game 2, well, the Dodgers would have their backs against the wall with this series heading back to, or rather not back to, but heading to LA for Game 3 on Monday. Gausman misses low. That's ball 1. 1-1 the count. One pitch to Mookie Betts. Cut on and miss. The 95-mile-an-hour fastball there from Gausman. Game 1 was last night. Tonight's start time 30 minutes earlier than yesterday. The 1-2 is low. That'll even the count. Remember, it's a best-of-5 series in the division series. Then it goes to best-of-7 in the championship series and, of course, World Series. Two and 2 to Mookie Betts. Check swing. He did not go, says the first base umpire. Pitch in the dirt. That will make the count full. These two teams went toe-to-toe throughout the regular season. Just an incredible regular season from the Giants. I don't think anyone saw that coming, including myself. Here's the 3-2. Inside. Check swing. He did not go, so Mookie Betts will take first base as Gausman walks the first batter. Not the type of start you want if you're Kevin Gausman. He has pitched in the postseason before, but as a reliever with both Baltimore and Atlanta. This is his first start in the postseason, however. Here's Corey Seeger. He was 1 for 4 with a double in Game 1 last night. No outs, and Mookie Betts with a lead at first. Quick check on Betts as Gausman tossed one over to Flores. Flores playing first base for the Giants tonight. Now the first pitch to Corey Seeger. The Dodgers looking to defend their title after defeating the Tampa Bay Rays in last year's World Series. That'll be ball one from Gausman. And now the 1-0 pitch. That's a really nice breaking ball. Inside corner for strike one. Seeger not biting. Look at the spray chart for Corey Seeger. He loves to go to right field 40% of the time. He goes there. Or at least he has gone there in his last 100 batted balls. Here's the 1-1. Fouled straight back. 1-2. Gausman's 10th pitch coming up. Just underway at Oracle Park. Two divisional rivals going at it in this California series. Southern Cal against Northern Cal. The Giants hosting games 1 and 2, and then the series shifts to LA for Monday's game 3. 1-2 pitch with Betts on first. High and away. That'll be ball 2. Well, Mookie Betts, someone who's not afraid to steal. We know that for a fact. Gausman keeping a keen eye on him. And Betts is taken off. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. And the throw not in time. So Mookie Betts slides in safely. Corey Seager did strike out, but a nice throw from behind the plate by Buster Posey. And the tag by Solano applied just in time. Not in time is what I meant to say. It was a nice throw from Posey, but the tag by Solano was applied just late. And so Mookie Betts in the scoring position. 1 away, and now it'll be Trey Turner facing Gausman. So a stolen base to set the tone here in the first from Mookie Betts. That'll be outside, ball 1. Yeah, going back to the Mookie Betts steal. I mean, Posey did his best. He tried to get that throw there as quickly as possible. And credit to Betts for executing that slide nicely. Now the 1-0 coming to Trey Turner. High fly ball in the right field. Slater should have it, and he does. 2 gone. Betts stays put on second. And now it'll be the other Turner, Justin Turner. Justin and Trey unrelated. But they are next to each other in the batting order for the Dodgers. Interestingly enough. Justin Turner had a quiet night in game 1 yesterday. 0 for 4. Struck out once. We'll see what the third baseman can do in his first plate appearance tonight. Fastball is low. Ball 1 to Justin Turner, the number 4 hitter in the Los Angeles lineup. The 1-0 on the way. This is the second game of the day. I'll talk about what happened earlier between the Braves and the Brewers, as this is belted to left, but Ruff is there to end the top of the first. So Gausman walked Betts, the leadoff hitter, but then retired the next three. It's the middle of the first. We're just getting started in Game 2 from Oracle Park. A look at the Giants batting order. Darren Ruff, the leadoff hitter. Then it's Chris Bryant, Austin Slater, Buster Posey, Wilmer Flores, Brandon Crawford, Evan Longoria, Donovan Solano, and then the pitcher Kevin Gausman in the cleanup spot tonight. Fifth postseason home run with the Giants for Buster Posey last night. On the bump for the Dodgers, Julio Arias. Arias this season, well, was solid in his first 15 starts, but my goodness, in his last 17 starts, he's been unbelievable. A 2.03 ERA, an 11-0 record. This is a guy that you don't want to go up against at the moment, and we'll see how the Giants handle him tonight as Arias delivers ball one to Darren Ruff on his first pitch of the evening. 1-0, fouled off. Arias made appearances out of the bullpen last year in both the NLCS and World Series. This year around, he's a starter for this Dodgers team in the postseason. That was a half swing, fouled back to the netting as it's a 1-2 count. Ruff in the regular season batted 271. I apologize. Here comes the 1-2. Another foul ball. Ruff stays alive. What's most impressive about this season that the Giants have been able to compile is, outside of Chris Bryant, I guess you could say there's no real star players on this team. It's really been a whole team effort. As another 1-2's coming. And once more, Darren Ruff fouls one off to stay alive. Winner of this series will face either the Braves or the Brewers. That series tied at 1 apiece. It was the Braves with a shutout victory earlier in Milwaukee. Check swing, and he did not go, says the first base umpire. That'll make it a 2-2 count. Ruff sticking around. Arias ready to deal. He got him! Strike 3! It's a backwards K to Darren Ruff. A questionable call as it looked a bit outside, but Julio Arias gets the call his way on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball. So 1 away, that'll bring up Kris Bryant. Not a bad way to start the night for Julio Arias. Curveball is low. Kris Bryant, last night, lit it up 3 for 3 and a solo home run. He was fantastic in game 1 as that's hit on the ground foul to the third base coach of the Giants. And yeah, just 24 hours ago, Kris Bryant with a big-time solo home run to left field in Oracle Park sent the crowd into a frenzy. That made it 3-0 at that point in the game. That was his third career postseason game with 3+ hits. He's played in 40 postseason games. Kris Bryant with a long and impressive career resume. And now trying to win a World Series title with a San Francisco Giants team that, based on the regular season, has certainly shown that they're the real deal. Bryant squaring up there. Foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, no runners on base for the Giants. Scoreless here in the opening inning. Still very early on in this one. 2-2 sent foul again down the third base side. Start the game here, Julio Arias really having to lock in and grind out these at-bats. Already 12 pitches. This is still just his second batter of the night he's faced. And that'll be hit to left field. Broken bat. Foul ball. That came flying out of the hands of Kris Bryant. Bottom. Well, only the knob of the bat was left after Bryant made contact. My goodness. So a new bat for Bryant. The count staying 2-2. What's up, Karam? Welcome in, man. As this is a fair ball. Nope, foul. I apologize. That went foul first before it rolled its way to Justin Turner. Let's see what happened here. Oh, it hit his foot. That's why. Hit right off of his left foot. Yeah, that's all right, Karam. At least you're here. I appreciate it, man. And I'm sure more people will file in as the night progresses. Another 2-2 pitch from Arias. And the curveball is a looping foul ball into the stands. Lucky fan snagging that one. Talk about a lengthy at-bat here. A battle between Arias and Bryant. 8 pitches so far in this at-bat. The 9th one on the way. And this will be a high fly ball. Shallow center field. Trey Turner backing up. Rather, that was Corey Seeger, and he'll make the play for out number 2. Bryant stuck around for a while, but in the end, it's a pop out. 2 up, 2 down for Julio Arias, and now he'll face Austin Slater. The righty Slater steps in, and this is hit on the first pitch. That's heading towards the left field corner, bouncing at the wall, and it'll bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. Austin Slater wasting no time. The first pitch he attacked, and that ball was hit well into left field. Bounced down on the warning track and over the wall into the first row of seats. So a ground rule double. That's his 12th double of the season, Austin Slater, the right fielder. And so here comes Buster Posey. Something I found interesting for the Giants batting order is that the first 3 hitters are the 3 outfielders tonight. But now we're to the number 4 hitter, Buster Posey, who is, of course, the catcher for San Francisco. 2 outs. Giants have a runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Posey in game 1 last night, 1 for 4, but that one hit was a big one, a 2-run shot. Here comes the 0-1 from Arias. Fouled straight back, a quick 0-2 count. Yeah, last night it was Posey going opposite field. A home run to right field, and it would land in the water. Of course, that's such a cool part of Oracle Park. You've got right beyond, right out in right field beyond the small section of stands that exist, you have the water, and that'll be strike 3. Down goes Posey in a hurry. A 3-pitch punch out for Julio Arias. 1 hit for the Giants, but no runs. End of the first in San Fran. No score between the Dodgers and the Giants. Stay tuned. The second inning is next. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Look at the DraftKings Sportsbook total combined runs listed at over under 7. The over at minus 120, the under at plus 100. I don't know, man. That seems accurate, that over under, because I do get the sense that it's going to be a low scoring game. Will it be more? Will it be less than 7 runs? I'm not entirely sure. I would go for the over there. I mean, don't take my gambling advice. I'm obviously I'm not a gambler myself, but hey, I'm gonna go with the over. In game one, it was a 2-for-4 night for the batter right now in Will Smith. He's in the middle of the Dodgers lineup, and he's leading off here in the top half of the second inning. Now the 1-1 from Gosman. The sun setting in beautiful San Francisco, California. Low for ball 2. When it comes to NL catcher ranks, Will Smith first in home runs, RBI, walks, and runs. He's a very productive offensive player despite being a catcher. This is a line drive caught by Crawford. The shortstop had to react quickly and did. There might have been a little bobble, but Crawford able to hold on to make the play for out number 1. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, a low grab by Crawford. Caught it right in his palm, able to get a grasp on it and hold on. So 1 away. Here comes Chris Taylor, the number 6 hitter in the lineup. He takes ball 1 upstairs. Taylor in the wild card game went 1 for 2. He had that heroic 2-run home run. He was the hero that night with the game tied at 1 in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. And he delivered in walk-off fashion. This is a blooper to left center field. That finds a gap all the way towards the track where Chris Bryant will deliver the throw to the infield, but that'll be a double with no problem for Chris Taylor. Nice way to start his night offensively. Pitch just down and in the zone. And that was belted to left center field right between Ruff and Bryant. So Taylor in scoring position with 1 out. Cody Bellinger due up. 25th double of the seeds of the year for Chris Taylor, by the way. And Bellinger will take ball 1 outside. Bellinger was quiet last night in game 1, 0 for 3, struck out twice. A look at his spray chart. He loves to go to right field. 41% of the time he goes to directly to right field, and then another 31% of the time he goes to sharp right field. 1-1. There's a strike from Gosman. Good crowd on hand as expected at Oracle Park. And thank you. Oh, sorry. I completely apologize, All Sports fan Adam. I completely missed your comment earlier. I don't know why. I don't know if that didn't go through at first or what. Now I can see your comments. I really apologize about that, man. I was not trying to ignore you at all. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Yeah. I mean, we're still very early on in the game, so the Giants looking all right to start. Gosman with a big pitch coming up. You're a Fiorentina fan. All right. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Sorry for missing your comment about 7 minutes ago, Adam. That was completely my bad. Here's the 1-2 now. And that'll be a foul ball by Chris Taylor. Oh, sorry, Cody Bellinger. Bellinger up at bat. Taylor on second after his double. So another 1-2 from Gosman. He glances at second. Now deals. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Gosman. And out number 2. That is huge right there for San Francisco. Man, that ball had a lot of movement. And in the end, Bellinger is down on a knee, lunging out to try to make contact. Up comes A.J. Pollock. Looked like before Gosman delivered that pitch for a strikeout, he had a little smile on his face when he looked over at second base, perhaps predicting the future there. He was confident. Now let's see what he can do against Pollock. Taylor on second, 2 away in the top of the second inning. And that's ball 1, just low. Pollock yet to record a hit so far in his 2 playoff games. That's ball 2. Pollock, the 8th hitter in the lineup. On deck is Julio Arias. Remember, in the National League, the pitchers have to bat. And the only reason I say that, even though it's everyone knows that, is because I do call a lot of American League games as a Red Sox fan. Not an awful lot of National League games. And now they're going to intentionally walk Pollock. So they'll send Pollock to first base. And now Julio Arias will try to extend the inning. Yeah, no problem, Adam. My favorite baseball team is the Red Sox, Adam. Yeah, I'm from Boston, so I'm a diehard Boston sports fan. So Red Sox, Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, Revolution. Yeah, I'm a big Boston sports fan. But since it's an off day for the Red Sox before Game 3 tomorrow, I decided to call this game between the Dodgers and Giants because this was a series I was really looking forward to, and I have some time on the weekend, which is nice. So I said, why not hop on and call this game? But yeah, I am a big Red Sox fan, so I will be on the call for Game 3 tomorrow afternoon against the Rays. Red Sox with a big win last night. I was able to commentate the final few innings of that when I got home from my high school's football game. 1-1 count to Arias. Can the pitcher deliver for Los Angeles? This is hit into right field, and that's in for a base hit. Dropping down in front of Slater, coming home, and safe at the plate is Chris Taylor. Julio Arias with an RBI single. Just as expected, right? The Dodgers strike first at Oracle Park here in Game 2. And that is a clutch hit for Julio Arias. Who would have thought that? The pitcher for the Dodgers drives in the first run of the game. 1-0 LA in front, and the Dodgers dugout will absolutely loving that. And now maybe the Giants regretting walking AJ Pollock intentionally. Runners on the corner, still 2 outs, and back to the top of the order we go with Mookie Betts at the plate. Yeah, absolutely, Adam. Last night was awesome. Last night was fantastic with the Red Sox, as you say, dismantling the Rays. That was a fantastic performance, especially after the way it started with Chris Sale just imploding in the first inning. It didn't look like it was going to be a great night for the Red Sox, but my goodness, they turned that thing around in a hurry. And now this ball is hit to left center field. This will be a grounder, or not a grounder, but a dribbler to Ruff in left, and another run in the score. Cody Bellinger crossing home, and Mookie Betts, second time up, delivers an RBI single himself. 2-0 Dodgers lead. And the Los Angeles Bats are getting hot here in the second inning. What's up, Bargov? Welcome in, man. All right, Bargov, you'll be cheering for Wilder tonight. Yeah, there you go. Yep, I know that Wilder Fury fight is coming up, I think shortly, or at least in a couple of hours. I know obviously they're the main event, so that won't be for a few more hours probably. But yeah, I'm not a huge boxing fan. I would watch it if it wasn't pay-per-view, but there's no way I'm paying for that pay-per-view event just because the prices for those are ridiculous. But I'll definitely be interested in seeing who wins that, just because it's another rematch between those two. Corey Seeger now at the plate, 0 for 1. He struck out first time up. 1-0 count. Runners on first and second. The Dodgers leading by 2. And that'll be fouled off. 1-1. And how does Gausman bounce back from allowing 2 runs thus far here in the second inning? Gausman with just 2 of 11 first pitch strikes. That is quite an eye-opening statistic. I know it's still early, but he hasn't been able to get off to the right start against the batters he's faced so far. The 1-1 called a strike. Maybe a hair outside, but not according to the umpire. And now this crowd making plenty of noise. Can Gausman end the inning here? Yes, he can. A swing and a miss from Corey Seager, and that'll end the top of the second. But the Dodgers do strike first. Julio Arias, out of all people, with an RBI single, and then Mookie Betts with an RBI single himself after that. 2-0 LA lead. We'll see how the Dodgers respond next. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Really a perfect night in San Francisco. Low 60s as the sun sets in Northern California. Bottom of the second we go, and the home team down for the first time this series. 2-0 deficit. And we'll see what Arias can do. He went 20 pitches in that first inning. He faces Wilmer Flores to lead off the second. Flores, fifth in the lineup. First pitch, a strike. 0-1 on the way. That's up high. Ball and a strike. Well, especially in this series, I can't stress how important that first run of the game is. As the breaking ball is just outside. The Giants, the best team in the league when scoring first. The Dodgers, second best when scoring first. A 79-20 record for Los Angeles when scoring first. And so, over the course of the series, whoever gets that first run will be in pretty good shape. Obviously, it's still very early on in this ball game. A lot of things can happen. But just putting that information out there, as it's now a 2-2 count to Wilmer Flores. He takes ball 3 just low. Full count. That's fouled back. Flores able to make contact and stay alive. On deck, Brandon Crawford. So far in this at-bat, Arias has gone with the fastball 4 times. Curveball once, changeup once. Last pitch a fastball. What will it be here? He goes with a curveball, but it's low for ball 4. And so he walks the leadoff hitter. Wilmer Flores on first now. And now Crawford up at the plate. And that was a really, really close call. I think it could have been a strike, but yeah, I guess it was a hair low. 82-mile-an-hour curveball. It's the first walk allowed this season at San Francisco, by the way, for Arias in 18.1 innings pitched. Dave Roberts, I don't think, is too happy about that ball 4 call. He is barking out at the umpire, presumably. But the call was made. The Dodgers will have to move on from it. Brandon Crawford swings out the first pitch. Chop foul. Crawford in game 1 last night, 1 for 4. He had a solo home run on that lone hit of the night. Tyler Webb had as good of a performance as the Giants could have asked for yesterday on the bump. This is popped into the air. Foul ball again from Crawford. A quick 0-2 count. Look at the Giants' postseason RBI leaders. Buster Posey atop that list with 25. Brandon Crawford 4th on the all-time list with 18. Barry Bonds, Pablo Sandoval 2-3 on that list. So Posey and Crawford have certainly delivered in big playoff moments for this Giants team. Of course, there was that spell where they won the World Series twice in a 3-year span. And then they weren't good for a while, and all of a sudden, the Giants are back with a bang. Foul ball by Crawford keeps the count at 0-2. He'll stave one off to stay alive again. Oh, thank you so much, Travis. I appreciate it, man. With Brandon Crawford's home run in Game 1, he became the third oldest shortstop to hit a home run in postseason history. Derek Jeter and Edgar Renteria, the only older shortstops to do such a feat. But Travis, I appreciate it a lot, man, and hope you enjoy Venom, as this is a blooper in the left field, and that drops down in front of Pollock for a base hit. A single for Brandon Crawford will move Flores over to second. 2 runners on base and still no outs in the bottom of the second. But yeah, definitely enjoy the movie, Travis, and thank you for stopping by to show some support, man. Appreciate it. Nice connection there by Crawford, and the Giants could be in business here to start the bottom of the second. Arias will now face Evan Longoria. So far, 24 strikes, just 8 balls for Arias in 32 pitches. And this crowd is coming alive rather quickly. Longoria goes after the first pitch. It's a high fly ball heading to left center field, and that'll be caught at the track. Chris Taylor makes the play. And a nice tag up by Wilmer Flores as he heads from second to third. Not the worst outcome there for Longoria. A sacrifice fly to deep left center field. And now runners on the corners for the Giants with 1 out. That ball really carried. Taylor had to back his way up to the track. Made the play. Pretty clean contact straight off the bat for Longoria. And that ball was heading for the deepest part of the ballpark. So, sets up first and third with 1 out for Donovan Solano. Solano, the number 8 hitter in the San Francisco lineup. Yeah, I mean, with good reason, Adam. We got the leading run heading up to the plate in Solano. Game 1 last night, he was 0 for 1, struck out in his lone plate appearance. On deck is La Stella, who will pinch hit for Gausman. And now the 1-0 swung on. This is hit to right center field. Taylor shifts over to make the catch. Tagging up is Flores. He's sprinting home and sliding in safely. The San Francisco Giants on the board and cut the Dodgers lead in half. Another sacrifice flyout, this time to right center field. And with 2 outs, it's a 2-1 game at Oracle Park. And in the end, Wilmer Flores got in with relative ease as Taylor delivered a 1 hopper to the plate to find Will Smith. But it was too late at that point. So Solano on first, 2 away. And, oh no, Gausman will hit. Sorry. Thought they were showing La Stella on deck. I apologize. It is Gausman up at bat. Swing and a miss. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you have to hit. Hit at least once. Once again, I'm an American League guy as a Red Sox fan, so I don't watch an awful lot of National League play, but that's no excuse. I should know the particulars of the rules if I'm calling a game, as it's a 1-1 count. Well, certainly an intriguing start to this one. Yeah, the Giants are here to play indeed. That's called a strike on the outside corner. 1-2 for Arias. Kevin Gossman on the season, a 185 batting average, no home runs. He did have 4 RBI. 1-2. Good eye by Gossman. It's outside to even the count. It's pitcher against pitcher here. Arias got the better of Gossman when he was at the plate. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. The fastball got him. And that's the end of the second inning. The Giants, however, able to cut the Dodgers' lead in half through 2 innings. It's a great start to this ball game. 2-1 Dodgers lead. Third inning just around the corner. All right, welcome back in, everybody. We go to inning number 3, and that'll be strike 1 from Gossman to get this inning started. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I do. I love the NFL, Adam. Yep. As I said, I'm a huge Patriots fan. All Boston sports teams I'm a fan of, being from Boston. So got to root for the hometown teams. So yep, I try to commentate all the Patriots games I can. I will be on the call for their game against the Texans tomorrow and the Red Sox Rays game. So I am really going all out tomorrow. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'll have a voice by the end of the Red Sox game, but we'll see. But yeah, I do watch the NFL. I love Sundays. I love NFL Sundays as the 0-2 is in the dirt. At the plate, by the way, for Los Angeles is um, Trey Turner, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Trey Turner at the plate. Number 3 hitter in the lineup. Second time through the order. He's 0 for 1, by the way. 1-2 coming here. That'll be a slow grounder, and the throw in time. What a play by Gausman. And the outstretched Flores able to keep his back foot on the bag. So 1 down, but was he indeed out? I'm sure the Dodgers will want to have a look at this. That was a slow dribbler to the third base side. Gausman got there quickly, and yeah, I think that's the right call. A barehanded play, by the way, from Gausman. And it looks good to me. Yep, that foot's still on the bag. Think that's an out indeed. What's up, Daniel Estrada? Welcome in. What are my thoughts on Kiki Hernandez? I love him. I love him as a Red Sox fan. I've really enjoyed watching Kike in a Boston Red Sox uniform. I always thought, he's a really good player for the Dodgers, and he's made a huge impact for the Red Sox this season. Yeah, I love Kike. Justin Turner 0 for 1 with a flyout. Yeah, definitely. Patriots certainly should win tomorrow against that wretched Texans team. If they don't, then, well, that's a very concerning sign, to say the least. Patriots by 10. Yeah, I think so as well. That sounds right. Is that right, Adam? Yeah, I think I heard someone else mention something about Squid Games. I have no idea what that means or what that is, but um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. 2-1 now the count. Yeah, I forget who told me about that. Someone told me it was on Netflix and that it was interesting. But that's as far as my knowledge goes regarding that. And there's a fastball in there for strike 2. So a 2-2 count now to Justin Turner. A chance for out number 2. And Justin Turner makes contact, fouled off to stay alive, at least another pitch. Wow. That ball was just grazed by Justin Turner. But contact is contact. And that foul ball keeps them in this at bat. The 2-2 again. And this will be a high fly ball. This is carrying back towards the wall. Backing up is Bryant, and he makes the catch. Chris Bryant in stride. Kept up with that ball because, my goodness, it was carrying, as mentioned. That ball kept on going back and back and back. But credit to Bryant for making the catch. And 2 outs here to start the top of the 3rd inning. And now at the plate will be Will Smith. He'll take a strike off speed pitch by Gausman. Smith 0 for 1. He lined out. That was the nice play by Crawford over at shortstop. And there's a swing and a miss. Just like that, it's 0-2. The crowd is coming alive at Oracle Park. The fans rising to their feet. Will it be a 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Gausman? Not quite just yet. Outside. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-2. This is a dribbler. Flores is there. Gausman the first, and the flip to him made in time for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for the San Francisco Giants. They trail by a run. We go to the bottom of the third next. It's a great atmosphere at Oracle Park. Game 2 of this NLDS. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the third coming up. Max Muncy and Brandon Belt, the 2 first basemen for these respective teams, injured, out with injuries. So both teams shifting around who's been playing at first base due to their regular first basemen who happen to be pretty good being injured. As we get the bottom of the third started, a strike delivered to Darren Ruff, who is one of those guys that has been filling in at first base. Tonight, though, he's in his typical left field position. 0-1 count now. Outside, 1-1. Ruff struck out looking in the first inning. I know, man. I know, Adam. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely sad what happened to Barcelona. I mean, they collapsed just like that after, overpaying players who either got injured a lot or just flat out underperformed. As the 2-1 is outside. 3-1 count. Chris Bryant is on deck. Hitters count. Darren Ruff fouls one off. And now a full count. Well, it was on Sunday, so 6 days ago, the final day of the regular season. That's when Max Muncy got injured. It was that left wrist. He was trying to make a play at first and was involved in a nasty looking collision. So he can only watch on. Let's see. It remains to be seen as to what the timetable is for a possible return for him. But definitely a big loss for the Dodgers, no doubt about that. Here comes the 3-2. Yeah, I heard, Adam. I heard about the Newcastle takeover, and that fastball was swung on and missed. Strike 3 from Arias. 1 out with the bases empty. Well, just speaking on the significance of Max Muncy, 36 home runs, 94 RBI in the regular season. So a big loss indeed. Left off the NLDS roster due to that elbow injury. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting, Adam, to see how that goes for Newcastle with the Saudi takeover. That'll be intriguing to see what type of names they can attract and how quickly. As that's a grounder. Seeger to Bellinger for out number 2, and Arias looking at the possibility of a 1-2-3 inning. Max Muncy does have a brace on that elbow. Left elbow is the injured one. And so Arias ready to face Austin Slater. Ball 1 delivered. And the Dodgers bullpen active for the first time tonight. That's Joe Kelly getting loose. We saw Kelly make an appearance in the NL wildcard game against the Cardinals back on Wednesday. And the 1-0 sent high into the air. Right field, and making the play is Trey Turner, the second baseman. Made up some ground to end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Julio Arias. 2-1 Dodgers lead. We roll to the 4th next. Stay tuned. The fourth inning is here, and welcome into the broadcast, Mike. What's good, man? Appreciate you stopping by on this Saturday night. Yeah, most definitely, Adam. It'll be interesting to see if Arias goes another inning, or if that is it for him, and the Dodgers do decide to go to the bullpen early. Chris Taylor leads off the fourth for Los Angeles. He's 1 for 1, doubled first time up, scored a run. Gausman 52 pitches into his night, and there's strike 2. Tomorrow will be a travel day for both of these teams, and then game 3 Monday in Los Angeles. Now the 0-2 pitch. This is a grounder. Great diving stop by Longoria. The throw in time. He got him for the out. An incredible athletic display by Evan Longoria at third. The diving effort to stop that ball and then to get up as quickly as he did and make the throw in time, just impressive to say the least. And that got Gausman fired up, that's for certain. Boston now have retired. Sorry, Boston. San Francisco now have retired 5 in a row. Cody Bellinger 0 for 1. He struck out first time at the plate. Bases empty, 1 away. Bellinger, the 7th hitter in the Dodgers lineup. Now the 0-1 from Gausman. Swing and a miss. The movement on that pitch was quite something. No balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Gausman ready to deal. And that is foul down the third base line. Almost landed in fair territory. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, just left of the bag. The shift is on for the Giants off to the right. And actually, Longoria, the third baseman, is essentially playing at second, with Crawford more or less staying at his normal shortstop position. Now the 0-2 again to Bellinger. Outside, ball 1. A 1-2 count. And that's a foul ball. So Bellinger extending the at-bat. Going back to September 26th. That was when Belt broke his thumb. That's, of course, the starting first baseman Brandon Belt for the Giants. That's also out in this series anyways. So here comes the 1-2 from Gausman. He got him swinging. Down goes Cody Bellinger. Strike 3 from Kevin Gausman. 2 outs with no men on. And that'll ring up A.J. Pollock Brandon Belt, another important player for San Francisco. 29 home runs, 59 RBI, out indefinitely with that thumb injury. One-zero count. Both pitchers these last few innings starting to really find their groove. Especially Gosman, the 1-0 coming to Pollock. Yeah. And that swung on and missed. We'll see how deep into the night Gosman ends up going. In his previous plate appearance, Pollock was walked, ended up scoring in a run in the second inning. The 1-1 is low, ball 2. Well, after the Dodgers won that wild card game against the Cardinals, I think many people are really looking forward to this series and saying this should be a great series here in the NLDS. That's right down the middle. Strike 2 from Gosman. And once again, the crowd rising to their feet. A chance to end the inning for the San Francisco starters. 65th pitch of the game coming up here. Strike 3. A swing and a miss for A.J. Pollock. And how about that for a 1-2-3 inning? Kevin Gosman is rolling right now, middle of the fourth. 2-1 Dodgers by a run. It's the Dodgers and the Giants, game two of this best of five NLDS. 2-1 Dodgers in front, bottom of the fourth inning. Buster Posey leading off for San Francisco. Yeah, they have been at him. That's a good point. Yeah, the Dodgers have been swinging at a lot of balls, a lot of pitches, I should say, that have been out of the strike zone. Maybe a bit too ambitious and swing happy. Posey 0 for 1, struck out first time up, but 1-0 count to him. Yeah, I saw that, Adam. I've been checking in on that Alabama Texas A&M game as this is a deep drive to right field, back at the track, and that's in for a base hit. Bouncing off the wall, Betts will throw one in, and that's a double for Buster Posey to lead off the bottom of the fourth inning. Okay, they just pulled it back to a 31-24 deficit. Got it, Adam. Yeah, that's crazy. If Texas A&M are able to pull off that upset against Alabama, that would be quite something. This pitch was down and away, and Posey got a lot of power on this hit. Betts was kind of twisting and twirling as he approached the wall out in right center, and in the end, it fell over his head for a base hit. 23 doubles on the season now for Buster Posey. And here comes Wilmer Flores. What's up, Gabriel? Thanks for stopping by. Flores takes a strike outside part of the plate. Flores was walked first time up and scored the lone run so far for San Francisco. The 0-1 from Arias. That's fouled straight back. No balls, 2 strikes. If Arias can get a strikeout here, that would certainly settle the nerves a little bit, because it is a promising start here to the fourth inning for San Francisco. With runners in scoring position this season, Flores a 240 batting average, 4 home runs, 31 RBI. It's Posey on second with no outs for the Giants. Arias deals, and this is hit well to left center field, but Betts over to make the catch. Sorry, Taylor, I apologize. Taylor over to make the catch for out number 1, and Posey has no choice but to stay put. Looked good off the bat, but great adjustment by Taylor to make the play. Yeah. Up next, Brandon Crawford. You can see it on the replay. Posey was about midway from second to third, but then had to make his way back to second once he saw that the ball found the glove of Chris Taylor, the center fielder for the Dodgers. We'll see, Adam. We'll see. I mean, all it takes is one big hit, and this crowd will really get into it. And we'll see if San Francisco can feed off of the home crowd. This season, Crawford's 353 with runners in scoring position. That's 5th in the league, so not a bad average at all with runners in scoring position. He's already 1 for 1 tonight. 1 out, Posey on second. And this is hit high into the air. Justin Turner is under it, and an easy second out as he makes the catch. Posey remaining on second, and up comes Evan Longoria. Longoria 0 for 1, a flyout in his first plate appearance. Despite that being a flyout, it did allow Flores to head to third, and Flores would eventually score, of course. And that's in the dirt. Nice block by Smith. Just slid over to his left, did Smith, to make sure that ball didn't get away. And so 1-0 count. Longoria ready for the pitch. What a pitch that is. Swing and a miss. That was a really nice breaking ball. Alvarez, the lefty, getting loose in the Giants bullpen currently. It's the first time we've seen the San Francisco bullpen active. We'll see how soon they defer to the bullpen. One from Arias. Another low pitch. Smith has to play good defense, and he does. Another block. 2-1. Oh, excuse me. Donovan Solano is on deck for San Francisco, but will he have to wait for the fifth inning to face Arias or whoever is pitching in the fifth? That's fouled off by Longoria. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs and a runner on second. Another fastball delivered by Arias. "61 pitches now for Arias. His pitch count, something to keep an eye on. And Longoria takes a ball. Good eye from him, and it's a full count. This crowd trying to get behind Evan Longoria. Big 3-2 pitch on the way. Longoria sends one to right field, and this will be Mookie Betts there to make the play. End of the fourth at Oracle Park. Welcome into the broadcast. Quinn, what's going on, man? Glad to have you here. We're going to the fifth, the low-scoring, tight one in Game 2 of this NLDS. Stay tuned. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. 7:42 local time on the bay in San Francisco. Beautiful night. The lights on at Oracle Park for some prime time action in this National League Division Series between the two best teams in the league, record-wise. Julio Arias, the first Dodger pitcher with an RBI in a postseason game since the 2017 NLCS Game 3 when Yu Darvish had an RBI. And here is Arias at the plate, swings at the 0-1, and that's a looping foul ball to the left side. 0-2 the count, just underway here in the top half of the fifth inning. Well, Arias, not a batter you can look past, apparently, after that RBI first time up. Fastball outside from Gausman, 1-2. That swung on and missed. The heater at 95. Down goes Arias, one away. And so we will head back to the top of LA's order. Mookie Betts due up. The next pitch will be the 70th one of the game for Gausman. How much longer will he go? 1 for 1 is Betts, by the way. A walk, a single, an RBI. Gausman's been solid. He allowed those 2 runs in the second, but outside of that, he's been really good. Betts see strike 1. Oh yeah, by the way, Quinn, sounds great, man. Sounds great. As this is a grounder to Crawford and throw to first in time. I'm sure you're not here anymore, Quinn, but no worries. I understand you got stuff to do. Appreciate you popping in though. No, Adam, I don't work at NASA. I don't work at NASA. I'm not an engineer. Definitely not. I am a sports broadcaster though. Or at least that's what I hope to be when I'm older, as it's 2 away. Gausman in pursuit of another 1-2-3 inning. This will be Corey Seeger up next. Strike 1 taken. Gausman intensely chewing that gum. Here's the 0-1. He's locked in. I'll give him that. Outside pitch to even the count. Seeger's 0 for 2. A pair of strikeouts so far. In what's been a quiet night up to this point for him. He can change that around, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slow roller. Gausman will barehand it, and the throw in time. A 1-2-3 inning indeed. Kevin Gausman is in cruise control. 10 batters in a row retired, and we're at the midway point of Game 2 of the NLDS. Dodgers 2, Giants 1. I'll be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Look at another DraftKings Sportsbook total combined home run number, and that's the over-under set at 2.5. We still have yet to see a home run tonight. I'm going to go with the under there. I could see 2 home runs. I'm not sure if we're going to have 3, though. Look at that. Tom Cruise in attendance tonight. And, well, I appreciate that, Adam. I appreciate that. I know you're just kidding around, man. But yeah, exactly. I am going to follow my passion, and I appreciate the kind words. Alabama just scored a field goal. Wow. All right. 31-27 now with most of the fourth quarter left. Well, I appreciate the updates in that game. I've been trying to check in on it during the commercial breaks of this one. Joe Kelly warming up in the Dodgers bullpen, and Leon warming up in the Giants bullpen. 1-1 count. Arias ready for his 66th pitch, and this is hit carrying to right field. It's at the track. Mookie Betts making the catch. So 1 away. And Gosman will now hit after Solano had his, was out on the flyout. Kevin Gosman 0 for 1, struck out first time up, cleanup hitter before we go back to the top of the order for San Francisco. Squared up for the bunt, but let it go by for strike 1. Now the 0-1 from Arias. Fouls one off. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases empty. 2-1 lead for the Dodgers. All 3 runs in this game came in the second inning. Since then, both pitchers have not let the offenses do much at all, as the 0-2 is a bit outside. It's now a 1-2 count to Gosman. He got him. Beautiful breaking ball. And Gosman didn't stand a chance, did he? Strike 3 it is for out number 1. A reminder that the NBA season is just around the corner. Really looking forward to that. I'm not so sure about how my Boston Celtics will do, but we'll see. Oh, all right. I appreciate you letting me know about that, Adam. I'll definitely check it out. Perfect picks. All right. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Darren Ruff now at bat. 2 outs. 0 for 2 is Ruff. He struck out both times as the leadoff hitter. Here's the 0-1. Ruff with a high fly ball. This is heading to right field into foul territory, but a leaping catch made by Cody Bellinger ends the inning. Both pitchers trading off 1, 2, 3 innings. We're through 5 at Oracle Park. 2-1. The Dodgers still leading just barely. I'll be back for the 6th inning. It's the NLDS. I'll be right back in a moment. Thanks the 6th child for tuning in. Do I play football? No, I am way too small and skinny to actually play football, but I do enjoy watching it. Yeah, I cover my high school's football team. I commentate my high school football team's games for the local TV channel, so that's a lot of fun. But no, I don't play football. If I play tackle football, I'd probably break multiple bones on the first play. Football, football. Sorry, I was just presuming you were talking about American football. That's my apologies. Sorry, the sixth child. I just assumed you were talking about American football. Okay, the actual football, soccer, yeah. Proper football, yes. Sorry about that. Yes, I do. Yes. Yeah, my dad coached college soccer for over 20 years, so those soccer balls are actually represent every 100 wins for him over his coaching career, signed by his players. So yeah, that's what that is. But yes, I do indeed play soccer, which is what we call it here in the U.S. I'll be back after a quick break. Sixth inning is next. Stay tuned. Well, the intensity of this crucial game two in the NLDS on full display tonight. These two pitchers dueling it out, Gosman and Arias, as we go to the top of the sixth. First pitch swung on, and that'll be fouled into the protective netting. Trey Turner up at bat, by the way, 0 for 2 with a flyout and ground out. Uh, yeah, multiple bones, exactly. I mean, I couldn't stand a chance playing tackle football. I would, yeah, I just too small, simply put. And this is a line drive, fair ball. Down the line it goes into left field. That's trickling to the corner. Ruff will field it, and that's a double for Trey Turner to lead off the inning for the Dodgers. Thank you, Haggard Death, for tuning in over on Twitch. You say the Astros are the best. I say the Red Sox are the best. But yeah, no, the Astros are a really good team. I am a huge Red Sox fan, so maybe we'll meet in the ALCS. We'll see. Yeah, that's right, Adam. I know. New England are smashing the MLS, no doubt about it. Yeah, I'm a huge Revolution fan. I actually go to most home games, or as many as I can. I've been to six games this season, so I guess that's about half of the home games so far. I'm hoping to go to at least one more regular season game, and then hopefully I can get to every playoff game. Yeah, my dad is friends with the backup goalkeeper on the team, Brad Knighton, so he sometimes hooks us up with tickets, which is nice. So I love going to Revolution games, and yeah, absolutely, they've been having an extraordinary season. I just want the playoffs to begin because yeah, the Revolution have been tearing it up in the regular season, that's for sure. All right, here's Justin Turner with Trey Turner on second and no outs. Strike one taken, a fastball in the lower third of the zone. 77 pitches so far for Gosman. Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Here comes the 0-1. Foul. 0-2. Get out of here with that, Wallace. Well, thanks for tuning in first and foremost, Wallace, but that's just nonsense. Columbus aren't even in a playoff spot right now, so I don't know what you're talking about. And to say New England is overrated is just silly. And there's a 3-pitch punch out. Swing and a miss for Justin Turner. 1 down, and that will ring up Will Smith. Yeah, exactly, Hager. That's strikeout number 7 for Kevin Gausman. So 1 down, runner on second. Will Smith at the plate. He's 0 for 2, a line out and a ground out for the Dodgers catcher tonight. First pitch in the dirt. Good block by Buster Posey. Yeah, I can't blame you for that, Adam. Leon's still getting loose, by the way, in the Giants bullpen. Yeah, the Revolution have been very impressive this season, no doubt about it. And I'm hoping to go to that game against Chicago. I'm hoping to go to it as long as the weather holds up. I'll definitely try and get tickets to that one. 1-0 count. Meanwhile, Gausman has reached the 80 pitch mark. With men on base, the Dodgers hitting wise rank 4th in OPS, 2nd in with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, I should say. So they tend to do pretty good in situations like these. We'll see what they can do here as Smith takes strike 1. That'll even the count. The slider that time from Gausman. Excuse my yawn again. It's past 11 o'clock now on the East Coast, and I just had a long week. I fell asleep last night watching Game 1 of this series after calling the end of the Red Sox-Rays game. But I'm going to try to stay awake for the whole thing and try to be able to call the whole game. That's low for ball 2. Yeah, definitely, Adam. Yeah, if they make the playoffs, I'll certainly be getting tickets to those games, no matter what. Put all the other plans off to the side because I really want to. I've never been to an MLS playoff game, so I really want to get that experience, and I'm sure there'd be a good crowd at Gillette Stadium for those playoff games. It would be a great atmosphere. So most definitely, I'm hoping to get to playoff games. 2-1 coming, although first, Gausman will fake a throw to second. No one was covering the bag for the Giants. Nonetheless, Trey Turner heads back to the bag. Two balls and a strike to Will Smith. 1 out, runner on second. 1-run lead for the Dodgers. That's low. Ball 3. Hitters count now with Chris Taylor on deck. Gosman's first 10 batters faced went 3 for 8, 2 runs, 2 walks, but his last 12 batters have only gone 1 for 12, and he struck out 5. 3-1 pitch. Low and away. That's ball 4. So Will Smith is walked. Now men on first and second with 1 out, and Gosman could be nearing the end of his night. And here we go. Looks like it will be all for Kevin Gosman. So he'll go 5 1/3, 84 pitches. And he'll get a big ovation from the fans on hand at Oracle Park. Rightly so, a solid performance from the San Francisco starter. It looks like it'll be León coming in for the Giants. The San Francisco bullpen will be activated. I'll be back after this quick commercial break. A close game in game 2 of the NLDS as we resume play in the top of the 6th. Dominic León into the game for the Giants. First one out of the bullpen. Pitched in 57 games this season. A 4-5 record, however, a 1.51 ERA in 53.2 innings, 50 strikeouts, 22 walks, and just 2 home runs allowed. So Gosman's final stats, 84 pitches, 5.1 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Overall, I think the Giants have to be happy with the starting pitching performance by Gosman. And now let's see how the bullpen will do as León is put into a 1 out, 2 runners on situation. First pitching change of the game for either team. And Chris Taylor is the first to face León. Taylor 1 for 2 tonight. Here comes the 1 out. Outside, ball 2. The Dodgers trying to add some runs here in the 6th. Their lead is 1 at the moment. Here comes the 2-0. Popped high into the air. That will veer foul to the right side, and it was nearly playable in the end for Slater. Or that was rather Flores. I apologize. That was Flores, the first baseman. And yeah, he was actually closer than I anticipated to making that catch. Oh, sorry. I'm just seeing your comment now. Should you select the Red Sox or Rays tomorrow? I think you should go with the Red Sox, man. I think you should go with the Red Sox. They have the momentum on their side heading now to Fenway Park. I think it's going to be an awesome atmosphere at Fenway tomorrow. I'd roll with Boston. And yeah, I'm definitely super pumped for that. I can't wait for that game tomorrow between the Rays and Red Sox, because that series is on, to say the least. And if the Dodgers manage to pull off the win tonight, what the rest of the series this should be. Chris Taylor, 1 for 2. He doubled earlier and now faces a 2-2 count. Oh, that's just high. Ball 3. You say the Rays have better pitching? I mean, yeah. Yeah, the Rays have better pitching, but the Red Sox have more experience in that department when it comes to playoff games, in my opinion. So, I mean, I I think you're right in saying that the Rays have better pitching, but at the same time, I just feel like the Red Sox have guys like Chris Sale, Nathan Eovaldi, Eddie Rodriguez that have although of course we all know what happened with with Chris Sale yesterday, but I don't know. I feel like obviously overall the Red Sox have bigger names if you like. Don't get me wrong, the Rays are a great team, but as the bases are now loaded for the Dodgers, I guess what I'm trying to say is I feel like in the pitching department, the Red Sox just have a bit more experience, and I know that seems kind of silly to say considering the Rays made the World Series last year. But they do have some new guys. Of course, the Rays have much more depth. That's for certain. As this ball is swung on, hit to deep left center field, and that ball is off the wall. Fielded by Bryant. 1 run is scored, and another run crosses the plate for the Dodgers. It's a 2 RBI double for Cody Bellinger, and the Dodgers take a 4-1 advantage. Well, how about that? With the bases loaded, Cody Bellinger unleashes a hit to deep left center, all the way to the wall. And that drives into a 3-run lead for LA. Thank you, B Shins, for tuning in over on Twitch. What about their bullpen, though? Yeah, I mean, the Rays do have a pretty solid bullpen. Not gonna lie. Compared to the Red Sox bullpen, I'm still not super confident in. So the pitching overall for the Red Sox isn't fantastic. I think we're a little too over reliant on our offense, admittedly, but we'll see. We'll see how the rest of that series plays out. Rogers is now getting warmed up in the San Francisco bullpen. Second and third for the Dodgers. The infield playing shallow. 1 out. Yeah, it's definitely been an interesting year for the Red Sox. So this one is plotted into left field, and two more runs will score for the Dodgers. Sliding to second is A.J. Pollock. He's safe, and he delivers a 2 RBI double. And the Dodgers are rolling. Or did only one run score there? They only put one run up. I was pretty sure they had runners on second and third. Hold up. Hold on, let me check that. Yeah, that's two runs right there for the Dodgers. So should be a 6-1 game. They'll update that on the TBS scoreboard, I'm sure. How about this sixth inning? The Dodgers, just like that, have opened the floodgates. As Pollock's on second, still just one out. And Leone, 8 pitches in relief and already allowing 4 runs. Pollock just unleashing one to left. And Ruff had to make up some ground to get to that ball. And eventually throw one in. Here's a half swing, grounder to Solano. Throw to first in time, but that does advance the runner. So Pollock over to third, 2 outs. Yeah, the Dodgers are making a statement of intent, aren't they? Thanks, Nixon, for tuning in on YouTube. Appreciate it, man. And yeah, you're right, Gabriel. Scotland had a big win in World Cup qualifying today against Israel 3-2. Yep, absolutely. What's going on? Hugo, welcome in. Welcome in, Hugo, to the stream. Yeah, and Nate, we got everyone tuning in here. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah. How about that, Nate? The Dodgers coming alive here in the sixth. Mookie Betts up at bat, 1 for 2, a walk, single, and RBI. Yeah, you never know, the sixth child. You never know. Yeah, the White Sox are in a bit of trouble, down 2-0 in that series, but we'll see. They'll have to take it one game at a time. We'll see what they can do in Game 3 tomorrow night. And now Alvarez once more getting loose in the Giants bullpen as San Francisco all of a sudden trail by 5. 0-2 the count to Mookie. I hope the Red Sox are going to come back in the series, Nate. I hope so, man. The momentum's on their side now after last night. So, yeah, looking forward to being on the call for Game 3 tomorrow. Betts fouls one off. The inning not done yet. Oh and 2 still the count. And this is a high fly ball. Bryant is there, and finally the side is retired. However, the Dodgers, with a statement inning, put up 4 runs on the board, and it's the inning where Gausman was taken out. 6-1, Los Angeles in front. And yes, Hugo, Game 3 of the Rays Red Sox, I was talking about the Red Sox series with Nate. Red Sox Rays Game 3 is tomorrow. Game 3 of this series is on Monday. Game 3 of this series is on Monday. Yep. So tomorrow is a travel day. Whitecaps game ended, so you came here. I appreciate that, Gabriel. I appreciate that, man. As I'll be back for more in a moment. Bottom of the 6th on the way. Welcome back, everybody. We go to the bottom of the sixth, and I agree. The sixth child, Kyle Schwarber, was an underrated pickup indeed. He's been great for the Red Sox since they got him in July, and Joe Kelly is into the game for the Dodgers. So Arias' night is done. He went 5 innings. Kelly this season, 48 games, a 2.86 ERA. He did pitch 2/3 of an inning in the wild card game with a strikeout. And wow, Adam, that Alabama Texas A&M game is something, huh? Alabama now 1 point behind. What a game that is! What a game that is! Yeah, I'm hoping A&M win too. I'm tired of Alabama's dominance in college football. So I don't really have any rooting interest in college football. Being from New England, where college football isn't all that popular, and our teams are pretty bad, like UMass, for example, who actually won today against UConn. But those are like the two worst programs in Division One football. At BC are actually pretty good this year, actually. So I should mention that BC, I guess I root for, but not the biggest college football fan. But yeah, I just root for the big teams to lose. I like to see some upsets, so I hope Alabama fall to A&M. Yeah, Nate, that was a crazy game. That Oklahoma Texas game, 55-48. That was wild. Vesia, the lefty, warming up now for the Dodgers, by the way. And over in the Giants bullpen, getting loose is McGee for the first time. Well, it could be turning into a rout, Adam. I wouldn't go as far as to say it is just yet. Still some time left for the Giants as Brian fouls one off, 1-2. Yes, Hugo. Good eye. That is a Fiorentina scarf in the background. Yep, that is a Fiorentina scarf right there. Yep, right there. Sorry, I'm trying to get it right. There we go. Yep, you are right. My dad's from Portugal, and he's traveled to a bunch of different places in Europe. So he collects a bunch of scarves on his trips. So a lot of those scarves are off camera that you can't see. I think there's like 18 of them up on the entire wall on this side. So all soccer scarves that he's collected. Yep. Yeah, your Buckeyes won 66-17. Yeah, Ohio State dominated Maryland, I believe it was. Yeah. Was it Maryland, I think? Yeah. Can't quite remember. Think I saw that score. It's now a full count, no outs. Bottom of the sixth. Yeah, it was. It was. Okay. Yep. I thought so, Nate. Bryant ready for the 3-2. Fouls one back. He stays alive. On deck is Austin Slater. Or a pinch hitter, rather. Lamonte Wade is the one on deck. So he will replace Slater. Another 3-2 pitch coming. And that's popped high into the air. Trey Turner shifts over to make the catch. One away here in the sixth. An 8-inning, sorry, not an 8-inning, an 8-pitch plate appearance there for Bryant. Your favorite player from Fiorentina is Gabriel Batistuta, excuse me. Yeah. What year did he play? I have heard of him. He was from back in the day, right? Joe Kelly is pitching right now, Hugo. Yep, Joe Kelly is out there. Yeah, I do too, Nate. That camera on the bag on the base is pretty cool. Yep. Here's Lamonte Wade and as a pinch hitter for the Giants. In game 1 last night, he was 0 for 3. One gone here in the 6th, no outs. No one on base. From the 90s, okay. Yep, I thought so, yes. 1-0 count. That's high. Ball 2. Giants, of course, World Series winners in 2010, 2012, and 2014. That was an unbelievable spell with 3 titles in 5 years. But as mentioned, the last few years, it's been, a bit of a frustrating spell for Giants fans. They've needed to be patient, but all of a sudden this year, my goodness, San Francisco have just absolutely put the league on notice with that regular season they had, 107 wins. 3-0 count here to Wade, who's yet to swing. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk from Joe Kelly. So Lamonte Wade comes in as a pinch hitter and doesn't even need to swing the bat and reaches base. Runner on first with 1 out. Yeah, Nate, I don't know how the Giants had such a great year. I have no idea. I did not see it coming at all. Here's Buster Posey. He has 53 postseason hits in his career. That's tied for the most in San Francisco history with Pablo Sandoval. So one more hit, and that record will be broken by Posey. Could that come here? The Giants trying to rally or at least get something going, trailing by 5 runs. The fastball barely outside. Good eye by Posey. 1-0 count. Joe Kelly taking extra time between pitches, it seems. Now he'll deal. This is a looping ball, dropping down in shallow right center. That'll be a single for Buster Posey, and that'll break the record as well for the most postseason hits by a player in San Francisco Giants postseason history. Great base hitting from Posey. Really had to lunge out to make contact here, and that's a perfectly placed hit, which advances Wade over to second. So 2 runners on with 1 out for San Francisco. And Joe Kelly could be in some trouble. Oh, there you go, Adam. There you go. Alabama taking the lead. Yeah, it did seem inevitable, didn't it? Yep, Texas had the 21-point lead on Oklahoma earlier. Oklahoma came back. Texas A&M had a good lead on Alabama. Now Alabama have come back. Yeah. First pitch swung on up the middle, diving play. The flip to second. He got him. Out number 2 as David advances to, Lamonte Wade advances to third. That'll put the runners at the corners, but credit to Trey Turner with a great diving play to stop that ball from escaping to the outfield. And the throw from both knees, or from one knee anyway, was made in time over to Corey Seeger, who covered second, missed the bag originally, but then recovered in time for the out. And that's a huge out there for Los Angeles. Yeah, great play there. You ordered your hot sauce 2 hours ago. Oh, man. Well, I hope you get that hot sauce, Gabriel. Now it's Trinan, the right-handed pitcher, getting loose for LA. Can Joe Kelly get through the sixth here? That's the question. Brandon Crawford at the plate. Fastball outside. One big swing, and the Giants are right back in it. Crawford's 1 for 2. He singled earlier tonight. Thanks, everyone, for being a part of tonight's broadcast. Hope all of you are having a wonderful Saturday night. The 1-0, and this is belted to right, and running on it is Betts, but it drops in front for a base hit. One runs in to score, and the throw in time at third. What a play by the Dodgers defense. Mookie Betts, an absolute dime for the out at third. The Giants do get one run across, but my goodness, what a way to end the inning by Mookie Betts. That was brilliant. Flores applying the tag Flores out after the tag was applied by Justin Turner. 6-2 the score through 6 innings. And what a play indeed. We're heading to the 7th right after this. Welcome back in, everybody. We've played 6, and we now head to the 7th. Fury Wilder is about to start. All right, Adam. Yep, that should be a good fight. Great sports night overall. And yeah, absolutely, Pika Peep. Appreciate you tuning in, as well as Paul. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping in as we go to the top of the seventh. First pitch swung on. It's a fair ball down the line. And stepping on first for the out is Flores. So quick first out. Jack McGee into the game for the Dodgers for the Giants, on the bump. This season, 62 games, a 3-2 record, 2.72 ERA, and 59.2 innings. 58 strikeouts, 10 walks. Lamonte Wade, by the way, is now playing right field, replacing Slater. So those are your defensive changes. But yeah, going to the comments here. You're absolutely right, Pika Peep. Nice leather flash by the two best all-around players on the Dodgers right there, no doubt about it. Trey Turner at the plate now, 1 for 3, a double and a run. And yeah, I'm with you, Paul. I mean, except for the latter part of your comment, I'm a diehard Red Sox fan, so I you know I don't like talking about Mookie Betts because I loved him so much on the Red Sox, and I hated to see him go. I've gotten over it by now, trust me, but I just I loved him. I loved him as a player. I thought he was fantastic, and I loved him on Boston. I did, especially winning that World Series in 2018. He was a huge part of that team. So it's tough to see him, making a huge impact with the Dodgers just because he is a fantastic player. And you're a Rockies fan, sarcastic crying. Yeah. Yeah, must be rough as a Rockies fan, can't lie. As Nebel is now warming up in the Dodgers bullpen. But yeah, he is such a generational talent. I mean, every time I watch him play, I'm just taken aback. And that's why I still wish he was in a Red Sox uniform. But hey, I'm not going to dwell on that any longer. And look at this, a diving play. Oh, the catch is made. Chris Bryant, take a bow. That was brilliant by the Giant center fielder, I beg your pardon. Bryant had a whole lot of ground to cover, and he made the play. Diving effort. And that's big time right there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, McGee was on the Dodgers. Yep. That's right. Texas A&M got a touchdown. Yeah, I saw that. It's now 38-38 in that game. Yeah, we did get Verdugo. That is true, Hugo. That is true. I do really like Verdugo, so that's a fair point. But obviously losing Mookie Betts, there's no truly replacing him. Um, but yeah, Verdugo has been solid. I love watching him play as well. Don't get me wrong. And yeah, Mookie was certainly the face of the Red Sox franchise, and then yeah, they pretty much pulled a Babe Ruth on him indeed. That ball was in the Bermuda Triangle. Justin Turner 0 for 3, struck out in his last at bat. 2 away, the base is empty. It's a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's a fair ball down the third base line. Longoria across the diamond makes the play. That's a 1-2-3 inning for McGee in relief. The 7th inning stretch, and the top of the 7th highlighted by a spectacular diving grab by Chris Bryant out in center field. I'll be back in a moment, and I'd love to see Mookie come back, but not sure if that's a realistic possibility, but we can dream, right? Bottom of the 7th is next. I'm going to stretch it out. I'll be right back. We roll on to the bottom of the 7th, 6-2, Dodgers leading the Giants at Oracle Park. What a game it's been. And Evan Longoria will lead off for the Giants. Ball one up high. Nebel into the game for the Dodgers. Corey Nebel this season, 27 games, 2.45 ERA. He made an appearance in the NL wildcard game, a third of an inning pitched. He did record a strikeout. That's low and outside. Ball two. Here's the 2-0 now. Fouled off by Longoria. Man, that incredible throw by Mookie Betts an inning ago was, well, could very well turn out to be a game-changing play, because if Flores had been safe there, I'm positive the Giants, would have been in a position to score a run or two more. Treinen still there in the Dodgers bullpen warming up. Yeah, I'll be watching World Cup qualifiers tomorrow, Gabriel. Yes. I'm not going to be able to commentate the U.S.-Panama game, unfortunately, because it's on Paramount Plus. I do have Paramount Plus, but that's on streaming, so I can't get it up here on my TV. So I just won't be able to commentate U.S.-Panama tomorrow, unfortunately. But I'll already have my hands full. I'm doing the Patriots and the Red Sox game tomorrow, so unfortunately no U.S.-Panama tomorrow, but hopefully I'll be able to do U.S.-Costa Rica on Wednesday. I am planning to do that, as this is hit towards the left side on the ground. Seeger the play. He's out. Wonderfully done. One away in the 7th, and my mistake. That was Trey Turner. Yep, it was Turner. Sliding down and slinging one over to first. He's made some spectacular defensive plays himself, and he put on a clinic there. So one away here in the 7th. Bases empty. Giants trailing by 4 runs. Here is Tommy La Stella pinch hitting for Donovan Solano. La Stella in game 1 last night, 2 for 2. He was also walked. Yeah, La Stella was on deck ready to hit in the 2nd inning. That didn't ultimately happen, but now he enters the game in the 7th. On deck now is Alex Dickerson, who will pinch hit for Gausman, the starting pitcher. Yeah, good to see him back in the bigs, no doubt about it. Pika. I hope the U.S. can make the World Cup, man. I hope so. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, he is. Trey Turner is getting the hang of playing at second base, it appears. What about France, Spain for the Nations League final? Yeah, I won't be able to commentate that, Hugo, because I'm gonna be on the call for the Patriots and Red Sox tomorrow afternoon. So I just too many games to do, but I'll certainly be keeping an eye on that France Spain game, even though I'll be unable to commentate it. I did plenty of I covered a ton of games in the Euros, which was a lot of fun this past summer, as well as the Copa America and Gold Cup. So I had a lot of fun covering those tournaments over the summer. Already done some Champions League, and then I'll certainly be doing MLS playoffs, which is just around the corner. So yeah, plenty of more soccer coverage coming up, no doubt about that. Yeah, fair enough, Pika. A&M just beat Alabama. How about that? Wow. So I'm assuming it was a field goal to win it at the end. Yeah, doubleheader for us Boston sports fans indeed, Karam. Yep. Got Patriots at 1 and then Red Sox at 4. So it's going to be a big day, big day. But yeah, how about that? Alabama beaten by Texas A&M. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Yeah. Uh, one of college football's greatest upsets indeed. That's insane. Wow. We'll see how that shakes up the rankings. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Nebel. 2 down and no one on base. Tomorrow a travel day for these two teams, but pair of game threes in the ALDS. Tampa Bay Boston will get the day started at 4 Eastern time. And then at 8, it'll be Houston against the Chicago White Sox. That's on tap tomorrow. Alex Dickerson will now pinch hit for Gosman. Dickerson in the regular season batted .233 with 13 home runs. And after him, we'll go back to the top of the order for San Francisco. And that's an all or nothing swing for strike one, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. You hate Texas A&M, Karam? I mean, hey, I'm just happy to see Alabama lose. I don't care for Texas A&M, but I'm glad Alabama finally lost a game. Chivas just scored. They're up 4-1 against Leon. All right. What a Liga MX update. Awesome. We got all kinds of sports going on. It's awesome. 1-2 now the count to Dickerson. Another fastball fouled off. Dickerson stays alive. The 1-2 pitch again. Oh, that's filthy. Strike 3. A backwards K. A filthy curveball from Nebel, and we're through 7 in San Francisco. 6-2 Dodgers lead. The 8th inning is on the other side. Yeah, indeed. I'll be back in a moment, so stay right where you are. I'll be right back. Well, what a game this has been. The 4-run sixth inning has been the key for the Dodgers. And look at this. First pitch swing here in the eighth. This is back towards the wall. That ball is out of here. A solo home run for Will Smith to open up the eighth, and the Dodgers' lead is 5. Well, how about that, folks? First home run of the game. Will Smith in the first pitch of the inning, sending one over the left field wall. And that was the first pitch thrown by Little in relief for the Giants. Not the way he wanted to make an entrance. That ball absolutely launched. My goodness. The Dodgers dugout loving it, and that home run may just be the dagger in game 2 tonight. Going back to the comments here. No, Hugo, I will not be doing all of the Dodgers Giants series. I didn't do game 1 because my Red Sox were playing last night. I'll try to do maybe one other game this series, depending on how deep it goes. But on days the Red Sox are playing, I'll definitely be covering their game instead, just because I'm a huge Red Sox fan. But I might do another game this series, depending on how my schedule's looking. Zach Little, 2.92 ERA this season. And do I remember anything from the 2004 Red Sox ending the curse? That would be a no, Paul. I was born in 2004, so I don't know if that makes you feel old or what. I'm sorry if it does, but I was born that year, so I was a couple months old. I was a couple months old when that happened, so I do not remember it. And that throw not in time. Chris Taylor's safe at first. An infield single for Chris Taylor, and still no outs. Yeah, Flores was forced to lunge out to try to make the play there. Couldn't really step into it as the throw is a bit off to the side by Crawford. Here now is Cody Bellinger. Strike one called. Oh and 1 the count. The Dodgers with now a commanding 5-run lead. Bellinger was a big part of that 6th-run flurry. His lone hit in 3 at-bats was that 2-run double. Fouls this pitch off, making it 0-2. Yeah, they should let Pujols get a try at it indeed, yeah. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. They got him. So 1 away. And the clock has struck midnight for those of you like myself who live in the Eastern time zone. So happy Sunday to those of you on the East Coast. Only 9 p.m. out west where this game's being played at Oracle Park. Oh yeah, absolutely, Paul. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I have had plenty of good Red Sox and Patriots teams to watch throughout the years, no doubt about it. Yep. Yep, I remember very well. 2018, of course, and even 2013 um, for the Red Sox, and then yeah, the Patriots. Um, I was old enough to remember a number of their Super Bowls, so no doubt about it. As a Boston sports fan, I can't complain. For Boston sports fans my age, we've been pretty spoiled, honestly. So no and one count, one out, runner on first. Little is on the mound for San Francisco, and well, it's never easy after allowing a home run on your first pitch. That's what Little did, and this is ripped to right field. That bounces in for a hit. A single for AJ Pollock, and that'll move Bellinger to rather Taylor to second, I should say. Runners on first and second. Sharply hit ball to right field that time by AJ Pollock. Any thoughts on Tom Brady leaving? Well, it was a sad day when for all of us Patriots fans when we heard he was leaving. I'll always love Tom Brady for what he did in New England, of course. He'll always be an absolute legend around here as Matt Beatty is at the plate coming in as a pinch hitter for Arias. But yeah, I mean, I didn't want to see Brady go. I didn't want to see him go. It happened, and now I can only look to the future. And you know, Mac Jones is looking solid so far, so just have to look forward at this point. Can't dwell on Tom Brady leaving forever. It definitely stung, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, he had a great 20-year career here, so got to thank him for that. And you know, it had to end at some point. The dynasty, didn't it? Yeah, right. 1-1 on the way. Beatty on the ground, and that finds a gap between short and third, and rounding third and scoring for the Dodgers is Chris Taylor. 8th run of the ball game for Los Angeles. RBI single for Beatty, the pinch hitter. A 6-run lead as the Dodgers offense is showing no signs of slowing down. First and second for the Dodgers, 1 out. And my goodness, this offense, relentless for Los Angeles. This was a 2-1 ball game heading into the 6th inning, remember. That seemed like a long time ago. Now, as it's an 8-2 Dodgers lead. And now we're back to the top of the Dodgers order. Mookie Betts ready for the 0-1. This is hit in the air to center field. Chris Bryant over to make the catch. And there for the cutoff was Crawford. The runners stay put on first and second. How about hitters 6 through 9 this postseason for the Dodgers? In the wild card in NLDS game 1, they were 2 for 25. But all of a sudden tonight they've come alive. 7 for 13, 5 runs, 2 walks. Whole different story for the bottom of the Dodgers order. And it looks like Little will be taken out. That is the case. So he just goes 2/3 innings, 15 pitches, and it will be Garcia coming in for San Francisco. Yep, it does look like that's game over indeed, Paul. Back to watching The Sopranos. There you go. Yeah, I'm glad you found me as well, Paul. I greatly appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for supporting me from Colorado. That's awesome. That's awesome. Much appreciated, man. Have a great rest of your night, and I will step aside for this pitching change back in a moment. Welcome back. Pitching change made. It's Jarlin Garcia coming into the game. Runners on first and second now for the Dodgers. Oh, is that right, Hugo? Well, this one is hit into shallow right center. That's dropping in for a base hit. Another run's going to score for the Dodgers. Coming home is A.J. Pollock. And that makes it 9-2 Los Angeles. The runs keep on coming, don't they? Wow. First pitch for Garcia, and he's lit up. This is the fifth pitcher of the game now for San Francisco, and a bit of a shame considering how solid of a start Gosman had. Arias also is great for the Dodgers too. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. But yeah, that's great, Hugo. Thanks for finding the channel. Do you know who? Do you mind saying who that was that donated 5 on another live stream and promoted my channel? Because I might know who that is. I'd like to thank them next time I see them, as it's a 1-0 count. Fury just smashed Fury. What? I'm not watching that, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, Wilder. Okay. I got you. I was confused for a moment. All right. Trey Turner 1 for 4, doubled earlier in the game. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the 8th inning. That's a swing and a miss. You forgot who it was. All right, no worries. Well, I appreciate whoever that was that promoted my channel. Greatly appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for following up on that, Hugo, and checking it out. Much appreciated, man. It's a 2-1 count now. It's another pitch swung on and missed. Garcia back in the count at 2-2. Oh, don't apologize, Adam. Don't apologize. No, that's what's great about being a sports fan, having all these great events going on. But appreciate you still listening, man. Yeah, the Dodgers have meant business tonight, no doubt about that. This is quite the performance, and it'll set up for an enticing Game 3 in LA. Two-two pitch now. Strike three. He caught the inside corner. Backwards K to Trey Turner. However, the Dodgers have really taken off. 9-2 the score. It was Will Smith with a first home run of the game, middle of the eighth, and the Dodgers seem well on their way to a Game 2 victory. Welcome back into the bottom of the eighth we go, and the Giants down to their final 6 outs, needing some type of miracle. But it already seems like the focus is rather quickly shifting towards Game 3, which will be Monday night in LA. Mike Yastrzemski in as a pinch hitter. Game 1 last night, he went 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts, and this is popped high into the air, foul territory. Over to make the play is Justin Turner. Quick first out. One away. It's Brusdar Graterol, by the way, into the game for the Dodgers, their fourth pitcher. Graterol has pitched in both postseason games so far. 1.2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 strikeout. Strike 1 delivered to Chris Bryant. And there's another strike, top third of the plate, 0-2 the count. Really, Adam? Wow. Fight seems pretty epic between Wilder and Fury. You just watched Luca on Disney Plus. All right, Carlos. Yeah, I've heard of that. I have no idea what it's about, but I've heard of that. Thanks, Carlos, for stopping by. Late night for us on the East Coast. Well, technically Sunday morning now. Yeah, Gratterall is fearless indeed. He's pitching at 101. Look at that. Fastball low and outside. That'll make it a 2-2 count. Same pitch again. Another 101 mile an hour fastball. Count is full. Fury looks hurt. Wow. He underestimated Wilder. Man, oh man. Yeah, I look forward to seeing the highlights of that later. Here's the 3-2. Line drive, foul down the right side. So the at-bat extended by Bryant. Giants down big, 9-2. Fouled again by Bryant. Looked like that deflected off the chest of Smith. So a pretty grinding at-bat here. Between Gratterall and Bryant. That's popped in the air. Foul ball again by Chris Bryant. No, I don't believe officially they've announced who will be pitching for Game 3 for the Dodgers. I can check that, though. I would think. Hold on. Let me check that. And there's a called strike 3. Backwards K and 2 outs for Gratterall. So 2 up, 2 down. And yeah, it's looking Hugo like they're gonna go with Scherzer, although that's nothing official, but it's looking like Scherzer will go on Monday for Game 3. That's the end of the 8th. Fly out to right, and we're going to the 9th and final inning next. Stay right where you are. I'm gonna wrap it all up next as we go to the 9th. All right, welcome back. Game 2 of the NLDS. Mike Yastrzemski will be playing in center. Chris Bryant will shift over to left field to replace Ruff. Those are the defensive subs or changes by the San Francisco Giants, as we are now in the final inning of play. Justin Turner leading off. He's 0 for 4, grounded out in his last at-bat. And, yeah, the Dodgers have really turned up tonight. Hopefully the Red Sox can win tomorrow. I hope so, man. I hope so. Fingers crossed. Really looking forward to that game. Bit nervous, I'm not going to lie, but looking forward to it nonetheless. Yeah, that's right. You guys did have Eovaldi at one point. Yep. Wow, Fury's coming back. All right, thanks for the updates there, Adam. As this is a grounder to the left side. Longoria's there. The throw in plenty of time for the out at first. Well, it looks like it'll be Bickford closing out this game for the Dodgers. He's warming up in the bullpen as we speak. And by the way, it's Castro in for the Giants. So he's pitcher number 6 for them. There's a strike inside part of the plate. 0-1 to Will Smith. Smith had the home run last time up. Fastball is outside. One pitch, hit in the air, center field. Yastrzemski under it for the out. So 2 up, 2 down. Castro with a shot at a 1-2-3 inning, but it's all consolation at this point. Chris Taylor up at bat, 2 for 3. Doubled last time up, swing and a miss for strike 1. A 1 from Castro, fouled right back. Oh, and 2. Another fastball, this time outside the zone. 1-2. All right, you're heading out. No worries, Nate. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight, as always, man. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one, man. And this is a strong hit, foul ball to the right side. Count stays 1-2. Taylor takes a ball. That'll even the count. My next live will be tomorrow, Nate. Yep. Sunday's actually my best day to do broadcast because it's the one day where I don't have really anything going on out of the whole week. So and that's into the glove of Crawford for the out. So yeah, I'll be live tomorrow for Patriots Texans at 1 and then Red Sox Rays at 4. So I'm gonna try to do both games. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's my plan as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Desperation time for the Giants trailing by 7. We've reached the bottom of the ninth in San Francisco, and what a frustrating night it's been for the home team. The Dodgers with a statement performance tonight as the series will shift to LA for games 3 and 4 on Monday and Tuesday. And wow, this seems like a crazy fight between Wilder and Fury. And all right, sounds good, Adam. You'll try to join me for Patriots Texans. Appreciate that. And indeed, it's Phil Bickford in to try to close it out. A lot of a big cushion, I should say, for him, as he did appear in Game 1 last night. Third of an inning pitched. This ball sent to right field, dropping in for a base hit. That's Buster Posey. Back-to-back singles for him. So Posey on first with no outs. Sorry, it's getting real late where I am. 12:30 a.m. So I am I'm getting just like that. Tiredness is sweeping over me as this ball is hit high into the air. Should be an easy out for Chris Taylor, and it is. Posey stays at first. 1 out, 2 more needed, and this game will be over, and this series will be tied at 1. And so up now, Brandon Crawford. Takes a strike right down the middle. Crawford's 2 for 3, a couple of singles and an RBI. Here's the 0-1 from Bickford. On the ground to first. Chance for a double play. No. Throw to second in time, but the throw to first was a wild one over the glove of Bellinger. And that, I think, will go down as an error by Seeger. And so the Dodgers can't quite celebrate a victory just yet. Crawford safe at first, 2 outs. And yeah, it will be Max Scherzer on the mound for game 3. And what a game 3 that should be Monday night. I'm hanging in there, Adam. I am, man. Yeah, it's been a long one. These MLB postseason games tend to be, and with the 9 o'clock start, my time did not help me at all. But, it's Giants Dodgers, so decided why not. Here's a 1-0 pitch from Bickford. Called a ball. Hair inside. Evan Longoria is the one facing Bickford, by the way. Oh, excuse me. 2-0 from Bickford. Sliced foul to the right by Longoria. He's been quiet tonight. 0 for 3, grounded out in his last at-bat. 2-1 pitch. Down and away. Crawford took off. That's a successful stolen base. No one was even covering second for the Dodgers. A 3-1 count. Wow. Seems like a great fight, Adam. Seems like a great fight, man. Now the 3-1 to Longoria. Into the air to right field. Mookie Betts will end it. Game over at Oracle Park. The Dodgers have leveled the series. 1-1 in this best of 5. And it now becomes a best of 3. The Dodgers make a statement tonight, beating the Giants 9-2. As the series will shift to Los Angeles. Tomorrow a travel day. Monday game 3, Tuesday game 4, and what a rest of the series this should really be. And yeah, no problem, Hugo. It was my pleasure, man. Glad you enjoyed it, Adam as well. No problem. It was a pleasure, man. Yeah, you got to tip your hat to the Dodgers, no doubt about it. A brilliant performance from them tonight. And game 3 should be a great one. Momentum now on the side of LA. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on for both the Patriots and the Red Sox. That's the plan anyway. So I'll see you tomorrow, 1 Eastern time for Patriots Texans. Bye for now. I'm Samuel Reese saying good night, everybody. Dodgers 9, Giants 2, your final score. This series tied at 1 apiece.